to take over the world. So he has been out touching people in the community as an entrepreneur with this gift. And we have some that's going to speak on his behalf. We're going to try to make it as brief as possible. We have about 10 funerals to do here, and we don't want to kill nobody. So if y'all will give it about 2 good minutes, and we'll let it go, okay? Y'all come on down.
A man who holds many titles. R.J. Brown is a force to be reckoned with. R.J. is full of thoughts, ideas, and dreams to radically change the world we live in. Wilma Rudolph says it best: never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us. R.J. not only strives for greatness for himself, but for those who aren't able to see it in themselves, looking to individuals and pushing them to use the talents they may have. He seeks to connect with individuals who have a passion for change, and if you don't, he'll make sure you have it before you're done talking with them. From gathering a group of young individuals to shed light on Black excellence, actively serving the community through various services, conducting and directing a thought-provoking fashion show, or just getting out and doing work. We are privileged to be guests to an occasion that recognizes men of our community and celebrate the nomination of a man who has made an impact upon our lives and seeks to influence and inflict change upon his community. We hope that our words will be used as encouragement, reflection, and a push to keep striving towards the purpose that has been given to you.
Howdy, everyone. Oprah Winfrey once said, "I don't think you ever stop giving. I really don't. I think it's an ongoing process, and it's not just about being able to write a check. It's being able to touch somebody's life." And Robert Jerrod Brown has been doing this since I met him in 2009. Of course, he's not writing Oprah-sized checks, but I have witnessed a few times where he's given his life. Whether it be through bringing awareness to the social injustices that plague the Black community with photography, or volunteering his time to assist newly found entrepreneurs, Jerrod is always giving back. I can honestly say that there isn't a 24-hour period that goes by that I do not receive a text or a call from Jerrod with a revised vision of how he can better assist our community, or just humanity in general. Whenever I receive a call and he starts the conversation off with "bro," I automatically know that he's about to present some newly thought of idea. Typically, I'm the one that thinks everything through. I think of everything that could go wrong, and Jerrod just skips over all of that. Typically, when he has an idea about something he wants to take place, everything in between only aids the success of the final result. There is no wrong with Jerrod. He makes everything work. For example, a while back we had a photo shoot in Sterling. The original location that we planned to use was private property, and the police would no longer allow us to use it, of course. He used the incident with the policeman as fuel and allowed it to propel him forward. He had a backup plan, remained positive, and pulled off the photo shoot as planned. I can honestly say that he is the true example of resilience. He's hardworking and dedicated. He's one of the most humble men I know, very slow to anger, which is a great attribute to have in this time. I can't think of anyone more deserving of recognition like this. Congratulations, Jerrod. You deserve it.
Robert Jerrod Brown is the youngest child of Robert and Gail Brown. He's a graduate of ULM during his matriculation there. He became a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated, amongst other accomplishments and accolades. He is a very passionate person, and once he sets his mind to a task, he engulfs himself in the task until the task is complete. He is tenacious, unwavering, free-spirited, determined, persistent, and fearless. He is a philanthropist, and his philanthropy knows no bounds. He is the founder of DowUrk Incorporated, which emphasizes the importance of Black history, art, entrepreneurship, personal growth, and pride within oneself. He is also the founder of R.J. Brown Photography, and through his lens, many memories are captured and many stories are told. He not only captures precious memories of families, but also stories that depict the Black plight. He is my brother, and he is my friend. He is Jerrod, Robert Jerrod Brown.
Well, I know you're nervous about what I'm gonna say up here. But I only have 2 minutes, so you don't have to worry about it. So, first thing I want to say is, first of all, I want to give great appreciation for this venue and the vision that it took to put this together. There's not many events or organizations that I've seen with this level of integrity, so let's go ahead and give it up to this venue. All right, now, I only got 2 minutes. Man, when it comes to being a big man, I think that for Jerrod, that means that you do 2 things. I think that you have to inspire the youth to see themselves as big, which means you have to inspire them to see themselves bigger than what they are now, the possibilities that's for them, and also inspire and motivate men to be men. I think that right now in the system that we have in place for our youth, they are taught to lean toward the opinions of others, to orient themselves and validate themselves, right? They are taught to conform for the most part. Our men today, they are in a situation to where they have to accept unjust conditions, accept being oppressed, accept living an unsatisfied life, right? And so I say that to say that Jerrod, the programs and the processes that he put in place are to eradicate that. Just yesterday, I watched a movie called Birth of a Nation. I invite all of you guys to watch this. It's an amazing movie. It's about the story of Nat Turner. And while I was sitting at the table, I said that Jerrod kind of exemplifies a Nat Turner because he fought for his freedom, right? He did not accept the conditions as they were. He understood that freedom was not something that was just going to be given to him, and it doesn't come automatically, and it's not inherited. And so that's the philosophy he's instilling in our youth, in our men, in our brothers, in our fathers. And I commend you on that, Jerrod. I honor you and I thank you for everything that you've done for us. And because of you, I'm a business owner. Because of you, I've written my book. And I really feel like my book is really about you. How to Cheat Death is really about you. Now, you're not going to get a check from me. You're not going to get no money. I'll get you home. But I do want to thank you for everything that you've done, man. And I love you just like my brother. And I really feel like you deserve this award. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, once again, I want to commend Brother Marion for his idea, his vision, to recognize some outstanding individuals who do a lot within our community. As I was sitting in the audience and looking at all the men who were nominated here tonight, I can honestly say that I met or worked with the majority of them at some point in my career, or I've at least heard them. And it's good to know that we have this type of mindset, this type of leadership, this type of example for generations. Now RJ, who I'm here to talk about, he's probably the youngest person up on this stage who's being honored on tonight. I met RJ a little bit differently than these other individuals. I met him at church. And I saw that same type of passion with his desire to be right with the Lord. And I watched him grow and mature from a new babe in Christ to someone who just comes in and gets the work done each and every week. When you look at this young man, he's a professional photographer, but it's much more than just that title. When you see his work, you see art. When you see his work, you see passion, you see creativity, you see vision. I had an opportunity, and I do a lot of business, and someone asked me to recommend some local photographers to do some private work for them. And I'm always looking to help some young people. And I recommended RJ and another young brother, and I just put them in touch with that individual, and they looked at their work, and the one thing they said when they said RJ's work is that, man, he just blows me away. That's what his work does. And when you think about the phrase that they repeated as they described him, his motto is do work. This is a young man who doesn't want to be a burden. He wants to be a blessing. He just wants to do work. He wants to do work that inspires creativity and vision. He wants to do work that instills pride in his heritage. He wants to do work that makes a difference in his community. He's young, he's motivated, he's passionate, and he's very deserving to be honored and recognized here tonight. Mr. R.J. Brown.
Mr. R.J. Brown, come on down. You worked that 2 minutes well, didn't you? Mr. Robert Brown.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for all being part of this event tonight. I'm going to be real brief because, of course, we've got a lot of things to do tonight. This is part of my team, and these individuals know me from way back, and I thank y'all for that kind of words. I am passionate about a lot of things, and one is the Black community. I'm not really sure exactly what God is leading me to do, but I know that not just for Black people, people in general, we need to come together and be able to see past our differences. And with that being said, let's just do work. So, appreciate y'all.